Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good day. So for the second question in this problem is the question asks us what is the allowable load if the electrode is E7010, bar roll 1020, and the support is 1015. So what you have to do is, firstly you write down all the properties related in the question. So I put again the diagram for us to refer. So it says that you go exactly like the question asks. So the question said the electrode is E70 and 10. So E70 and 10 is actually can be referred to the table 9.6. Why we want to see table 9.6? Because electrode, they have specific allowable shear stress for the specific material properties. Table 9.6. So make sure in the exam you have this table will not be provided because mechanical design is open book exam, open book test. So please refer to the textbook, but make sure you know how to use the table. Because what I'm saying that because previously students can mistakenly read the wrong table, mistakenly took the wrong values, and that's why you have to do the exercise before the exam. So why we want to see table 9.6? Because we want to see the allowable steady load and minimum fillet well size. So in this one it says that our electrode is E7010. So we see at the fillet wells of E70, so strength level of well metal EXX. So EXX ni refer pada ni XX. So ours is 70. If you go down you see 21. So mine is in English unit, it should be in the SI unit. So you have to change it to the SI unit, which is Pascal and megapascal and meter. So I know some of you don't have Shigley textbook 11 edition in SI unit, but if you don't have it, make sure you change it before you use it. Okay, although you have, for example, allowable shear stress 21 kpsi is actually almost more or less the same to 146 megapascal. So change it. Okay, and then we know this is the allowable shear stress for the electrode E70, and so the properties for E70 and 9 we refer to table 9.3. Okay, now which one is table 9.3? This one. So you see in the table 9.3 given to us the tensile strength kpsi, which is SUT, yield strength, so SY. So be careful. I hope you're already familiar with tensile strength, yield strength. It will give you different values, guys, because it's based on what? Stress and strain. So ingat that graph stress and strain. So our electrode number is E70 something, right? So what is the SUT? Take megapascal, be careful, 482 megapascal. Yield strength is 393 for the yield strength. So you just take that number and put it in the table or in the info that we want to gather. Then you get this 482 for SUT, yield strength is 393 megapascal. Now we have done with the electrode. How about the bar and the support? The bar and the support. Bar is the bar, meaning the beam bar. Support is the support. Okay, we take it from table A18. Okay, get the ultimate tensile strength, get the yield strength. Table A18. So please figure out. Please have a look. Okay, and then you get this one and this one. Now we do have, I think, all the information. Yeah, Okay, now we want to calculate for the shear stress per meter according to AISC code table 9.4. Why suddenly we want to see this? Yes, it's related to the support, to the beam, to the bar beam, to the support, and to the electrode. So we refer to table. Also, we know that our loading is shear, and then the type of weld is fillet, and then the permissible stress is 0.3 ultimate tensile strength. But be careful, there are remarks there. Okay, it says that the shear stress on base metal should not exceed 0.4 yield strength of base metal. Okay, so what you can do is, in this case, it says that base metal. So base metal meaning it could be referring to two things. First is the base that support the weld, the beam, and also the weld electrode. Okay, because we have electrode, kan? We have electrode, we have the beam, and we have the support. So the base could be referring to this. Another one, the base, because you got the base metal too. The base metal here is also could be referred the lowest strength, or the lowest strength. The lowest strength ni, how can we refer to the lowest strength? The strength could be referred to yield strength and ultimate tensile strength. Kan? So in this case, let me delete this. We know that for the electrode, kalau tengok electrode, ultimate tensile strength dia 482 megapascal, yield strength 393. For the bar and support, for the bar, this is the bar, kan? Ni bar. The ultimate tensile strength is 380, yield strength 210. For the support, ni support, ultimate tensile strength is 340 megapascal and yield strength is 190. So we have to take this one because of what? The minimum and the base. Okay, paling so paling minimum meaning the lowest strength. Then we have to take into account to see the allowable shear stress that permitted. So we take from the table 9.4 0.3 SUT and 0.4 yield strength, and then we put then allowable shear stress minimum 0.3 SUT, 0.4 SUI. So this one, based on our analysis, this is we have to take from the support, kan? SUT apa? Support. Yield strength apa? Support. So yield strength is actually 0.3 340 megapascal, 0.4 190 megapascal. So in this case, that's why you get this 102, and then this one you got 76, and then we choose the minimum one, which is 76. So 76 megapascal, and then we take 76 allowable as allowable stress. You just calculate again, tau max equal to tau allowable. So we know that our tau max is 14. Kita dah calculate tadi kan, 14.43 power of minus 3, F equal to 76. So we just bring down 14.43 over 76, then you get 5.27 kilonewton. Okay, this is the allowable load if we know the material properties of specific component, which is the bar, the support, and the electrode. Okay, that's all for this question. So be careful, this question may provide you maybe at least 15 marks in the exam. I think that's all for now. Thank you.